Welcome back everyone, Cannon with Burger Motorsports. Today we've got my 2024 Audi RS3 in the back of the warehouse right now. Pime's getting it all set up for our dyno today. Comment down below what you guys think it's gonna make today on our dyno. We'll throw our Burger Motorsports prototype intake on it afterwards, as well as a Fuel It Flex Fuel kit. Head out to the back right now.
Good morning guys, we're about to get the RS3 on the dyno. Right now it was set for rear wheel drives from the last car that we dynoed. We never showed you guys how to actually link the dyno jet and show you guys how it captures and gets into the all-wheel drive setting. And we will hammer the shaft in.
What did he say?
To link and lock the belt from front to rear. Helps to make sure it's in first. Once you get close, you want to line up the dowels to the holes. As you can see, when I spin the drum, it's spinning the shaft. And then with these two bolts, it will lock up. So this is what keeps breaking all the time that we have to fix. This locking mechanism keeps shearing off and breaking all the dowels. Eventually I just got a whole new spline as well, since it's interchangeable with C-clips that locks in. We changed this a couple times already, and we even broke the inner piece on the front shaft. So hopefully this is the last revision. We had to custom make some billet parts on the front shaft. We might have to do it as well for the rear to make sure this doesn't come apart again.
Check out the newest addition to this car. Went out and got some new speed wheels on it. These things look sweet. Time has got the car all strapped down, ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and run JB4 Map 0, see what it makes with stock power, 91 octane in the tank. What she does on Map 0. 368 wheel horsepower and 350 wheel torque. We'll probably run it again. Here goes Map 0 again. What did she do? 368 wheel horsepower and 351. All right, that is the stock power on this RS3. 368 wheel horsepower. It surprisingly feels a lot quicker than 368 wheel horsepower. These RS3s honestly feel like they have 100 more wheel horsepower than they actually do. Now that we have our stock numbers, time to turn it up to JB4 Map 1 on 91 octane, see what she does. JB4 on Map 1 went 388 wheel horsepower and 394 wheel torque. Nearly 50 wheel torque gains right off the rip. So we're running into quite a bit of timing pull on Map 1 with our 91 octane in it. And before we want to move to E85 or anything like that, we want to make sure that we can get our timing looking good. We're going to implement IAT spoofing onto the car and take it up to 150 degrees to try and lower our target timing within the stock flash. With this being done, timing will look really smooth, the car will run good, just that lower timing on 91 octane. With this change being made, now time to take the car over to Map 2. Let's see what she makes. Let's see what she did. Map 2 went 398 wheel horsepower and 401 wheel torque. It appears that Map 2 is going to be our stopping point for 91 octane. That being said, it is time to install our Fuel It Flex Fuel kit, get it thrown on there so we can see our exact ethanol percentage in our tank when we fill up with the 85. You get a true perfect mix. In my hand right here is the Fuel It Flex Fuel kit for our 8Y RS3. Fuel It Flex Fuel kit comes with a free Bluetooth app that is on the App Store and Play Store for you to download as soon as you get your Fuel It Flex Fuel kit installed onto your car. Although we are installing the Fuel It Flex Fuel kit on a stock ECU today, you can also use it on a standalone or to pin in and integrate with the JB4 directly. No matter what your setup is on your car, the Fuel It Flex Fuel kit can be used on it. Head to fuel-it.com right now. The description box below has the link directly to the site. Get your Fuel It Flex Fuel kit today.
Trim, TMP fittings every time. Dash 6 PTFE lined, stainless steel, and nylon braided. Triple layered, crimped on, prevents any leaks from happening.
I've just installed our Fuel It Flex Fuel kit onto the car now. We've got to head over to the JB4 app and then set the bit option.
We're enabling pin 1 on the E85 firmware. Play the E85 content within the JB4 itself.
Now that the Fuel It Flex Fuel kit is on the car, Time's loaded up JB4 Map 3. We put some ethanol into the tank. This will be JB4 Map 3 with a 4 PSI additive. sounded pretty good. 417 wheel horsepower and 426 wheel torque. JB4 map 3. I didn't specify this earlier, but map 2 is 3 PSI, and then map 3 is 4 PSI. Additive, not absolute map. Adding on to what the stock target is on the factory flash. JB4 map 4, 5 PSI additive. 426 wheel horsepower and 434 wheel torque on JB4 map 4 out of 5 PSI additive. We're noticing some timing corrections on map 4, so we put in some more E85. We brought it up to E35, ran map 4 again. Let's go look at the gain. 434 wheel horsepower and 446 wheel torque on JB4 map 4. We just switched over to map 5. It's about a 6 PSI additive. If the log looks good, the graph looks good, we'll go ahead and throw on our 3.5-inch V1 8V and 8Y intake. We got some spicy gains here, y'all. 463 wheel horsepower and 452 wheel torque. This graph looks freaking phenomenal too. Now that the intake's on, we're gonna go ahead and run map 5 yet again on our E35 mix. Honestly, with these cars, they're pretty restricted, so I bet it probably does like another 10 to 15 wheel horsepower with just our Burger Motorsports intake on it on map 5. New wheels though, y'all. What do you think? Pretty much called that on the money. 478 wheel horsepower and 445 wheel torque with the Burger Motorsports 3.5-inch intake on it and JB4 map 5. How do you think of that one, Pym? Pym just made a couple more adjustments. This is going to be our last run with the car. We're hoping for 500. It's probably not likely with the stock downpipe. All right, Pym, go ahead. 486 wheel horsepower and 452 wheel torque. Well, there you have it, guys. The Audi RS3 made over 100 wheel horsepower gains today with the JB4 on it. It made the 100 wheel horsepower with no intake on it, and then once we had the intake on it, we saw gains of up to 115 wheel horsepower. Let us know down below in the comments what videos you guys would like to see next with the 8Y RS3. We saw in our last video that 86% of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel, so do us a favor, really quick, hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure to like, comment, and share it to any of your friends if you like the video. On that note, we'll catch you next time.